you look at, obviously, I'm going to get your thoughts on Usyk Dubois rematch. Now, you get through Effie Ajagba at the weekend. You're going to want to have. You're going to want to stay busy. You're going to want to look at the people above you and think, I want to face him.
Yeah.
Now, we all know the backstory with the Joseph Parker fight. We all know the 24 hours notice, getting on the plane, landing in Riyadh, 12 hours to fight. You fought in Daniel Dubois' gloves, which is, I know, we know how you feel about Daniel Dubois. You fought in his gloves, which is insane.
That was the first bad luck.
That's the first bad luck. But yeah, looking at the landscape, the world titles are held up. So Joseph Parker isn't going to get his WBO shot because of that fight on the 19th of July. So beat Ajagba. Does the rematch with Joseph Parker, does that make sense for you? And is that kind of like what you're looking at next if you get by Effie Ajagba?
I deserve it. Because I was thinking maybe Usyk is going to face Parker. But soon I saw the face-off of Daniel Dubois rematch with Usyk. I think Parker doesn't have anybody to fight right now. Mm-hmm. And I have only 4 days more left for the fight. And that's why I just keep quiet. I don't want to mention that right now. Just waiting to win the fight. And after winning the fight, then I'll ask Excellency in the ring, before everyone, public, the camera, I will try to ask Excellency to say something about the rematch, because the fans ask me the rematch. They want to see the real Martin Bakole with a full camp against Joseph Parker with a full camp. And I will ask him, if he say yes, I think with him, everything is possible. I think I'll ask Excellency check on the ring if he can make the rematch possible. And if he say yes, I think we will get that easy. But I don't know if Joseph Parker will be ready for that. But he hold me. I save his that shot, and I save his camp. I save him because if I didn't say no yes that day, I don't know if he was going to fight or the fight was going to be off. And he have to give me the chance, second chance.
What happened?
And those are the words of Martin Bakole. Now, keep in mind, this was on April 29th. And the reason why I'm doing a video now was because if you notice what he said, you notice he said that I don't want to talk about it too soon or right now because I'm focused on Effie Ajagba. But he continued. And my counterpunch is you're already too late because you're already thinking about it. You've already mentioned it. You've already planned what you intended to do when you beat Effie Ajagba, okay? And I tell everyone this. If you have a fight in front of you, focus on that fight in front of you. Every other question that's mentioned about any other fighter besides the fighter that's in front of you, please disregard. You understand? That's what you should do. Shut it down. Because it's not going to help you thinking about another opponent. It's not going to help you think about the future when the future hasn't been written yet because you haven't won yet. You haven't performed yet. You haven't knew what he didn't know what the outcome would be. You see what I mean? And we clearly heard him say that he wanted a rematch with Parker. He thinks he deserves the Parker rematch. He feels that, hey, he needs a true camp or a full camp. And the question you ask yourself is now, did you have one against Effie Ajagba? Did you really, though? Because it seems like whatever your camp wasn't good enough. And honestly, I feel like a dirtbag or I jumped the gun because I was praising the workouts. I'm thinking he's a lot smaller. So obviously there's more reasons to call him Martin Andy Ruiz Bakole, than what I called him. You know what I mean? Because Andy had us all thinking that he had lost all this weight, that he was trimming in shape, that he's going to come in faster, quicker, stronger, because he didn't fight Anthony Joshua short notice, but he did beat Anthony Joshua. But he had 6 months. And what did he do in those 6 months? He blew up. And I don't mean in popularity. I mean blew up in pretty much every way. Yeah, popularity too, but, he blew up in weight. He blew up in weight, man. So Mark Bakole stating, hey, maybe His Excellency with him, all things are possible. That sounds like someone else, right? But still, I do think Mark Bakole was overlooking Effie Ajagba to the point where he felt that he was going to push him over, run him over. He didn't think much of him, you know, and he paid the price. Well, he almost paid the price. You know, I think, you know, Mark Bakole is in that Ben Whitaker situation. Ben Whitaker just recently, you know, redeemed himself with a second round knockout, I believe, a third round knockout of Liam Cameron, right? Mark Bakole is going to have to do the same thing and then something after that. You know, he's going to have to prove himself because everybody that saw that fight knew that this fight did go 10 rounds. This fight didn't end in some kind of freakish fall out of the ring and you couldn't continue and all that stuff. No, this fight ended in 10 rounds of something that could have been easily or should have been easily judged. And since it wasn't easily judged, Mark Bakole should be feeling the fire. And his trainer threw him under the bus. His trainer betrayed him. You know what I'm saying? So all that said and done, you're looking at Mark Bakole calling out all these guys before he fought Effie Ajagba, right? And this is what we got. So no, there is no Joseph Parker fight for you. Your fight now is with Effie Ajagba. So guess what? Learning lesson, people. Don't overlook the person that's in the ring for you because he may be that person that you have to focus on later because that person has beat you to the punch. But you guys tell me what you think of Mark Bakole stating that Joseph Parker owed him a rematch. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!